Hey, what's up everybody? Gibberish here. Super excited to make this video and to show you how to make and upload the new profile. The last few videos on YouTube that I've shared has driven some curiosity, some interest in the new profile. So I'm going to show you how to upload it. Right now it's not included in the Gibberish installer. In the future it will be, but for right now it's going to be outside of it. For this profile, you will need JiberishUI, you'll need Altruism, you'll need Media Tag and Tools, and then you also need, obviously, ElvUI to make all this work. So, in the video description, there will be several links to the add-ons that you need. There's also going to be a link to the WAGO, which will host this profile, and that will have the very detailed instructions on it, but this video is here to be more instructional as well, just so you can pull up this video and follow along. So anyways, want to make this as easy as possible. I recommend starting on a new WTF folder just so you have a clean profile. If you don't, I think it's fine too. You may run into a couple errors. I'm honestly not sure. I've just been testing this on clean WTF folder. So make a backup, start fresh, and let's get into this. When you first log in, the JiberishUI installer will come up. You're going to click skip process. Altruism is going to pop up. You're going to skip the install. And ElvUI is going to pop up. Now, just go through here. You could probably exit out, but I like to just make sure, especially on a new WTF folder, just continue the ElvUI all the way to the end and hit finished. Don't apply any of the settings. Now, with the WAGO link that you'll have, I'm going to pull this up on the screen so you can see this too. On the WAGO link, I'll share this out. There's going to be very detailed instructions here of copy and pasting the import string, then the global account string, then the private string. I also have the details profile here in Omni CD, and I will walk through how to set up bigwigs super quick, so you can mimic my profile almost to a T. Things that aren't going to be included are like the weak auras. I use the Now Dungeon weak aura packs, which you have to be a sub to. I use my prime sub on him. I recommend using your prime sub on me moving forward. Just kidding. There's not a lot that comes with a prime sub. To me, Now has a ton of amazing weak auras that I recommend, to be honest. There's a lot of free ones out there too, but if you have a prime sub, it's an easy way to get it. And then the Meow Cactus weak auras, the class weak auras that you see in the middle of this screen, the profile, those are not free. This is a pro version of the Meow Cactus. I think he does have some free weak auras as well. And then, let's see. The only other thing that would actually be showing here is the ElvUI ratio minimap auras, which allow you to adjust the size of the buffs and debuffs. It's not needed, but it's a nice way to customize this. As you can see, like, you can crop the icons a little bit. I'll make sure to link that in the description below as well. Getting into this, so I'm gonna show you what to do. So open up ElvUI, go to Profiles, go to Import Profile. On the WAGO link, you'll hit this top button up here, Copy Import String. For some reason, it says ElvUI no longer supports old format strings. Disregard that for right now. I think it's just because of the update recently. I'll make sure to update this again, but I haven't had any issues with doing this as I've been testing in preparation for this video. But copy the import string there. You'll paste it, import now, close this, and I always like to do just a quick reload. There's going to be a lot of reload screens here. When it's come back up, ElvUI is going to pop up. This is going to pop up too. Exit out. Don't click anything quite yet. Open up ElvUI, go back into that same place in Profiles. And if we read the instructions, copy paste the import string above next to the title, which we just did. The next is copy and paste the global account. Couple clicks, grab the global into the same place, and it should say importing global account settings. Import, it's gonna have you reload. While it's reloading, you come back and the instructions, the next thing is copy paste the private string. A couple clicks, copy, exit this for now, come back into ElvUI, profiles, import now, it's gonna reload again. Now my installer is gonna pop up, we're gonna skip process. Altruism is going to pop up. We skip the install there. And voila, you have the profile. A couple things. For some reason, the settings here for the UI scale adjusted to 6.4. I use 5.9. So that's the first thing you'll need to do is just come into general, scale to 0.59. That will have everything set correctly. You can adjust the scaling to your monitor. You just may have to adjust some of the frames manually. It's super easy to do, but that's something that you'll have to consider. You now have the profile. I'm going to show you really quick. Party frames. Looks awesome. Now, with an update from MMedia, the portraits aren't going to be automatically set up. So you actually have to come into cosmetic then in MMedia, go into portraits, enable, and reload. All of the portraits will be positioned correctly. I've already done it. You just have to go in and enable it now. So if I come into unit frames, party, it's all set up. The raid frames look like this. No portraits. So raid 3 as well. So a couple things here now to adjust because it doesn't come over when you do these profile switches. The bottom bar, if you come into ElvUI and go to data text in panels, you're going to see a lot of panels here. Just I tried to delete them in my other profile and it's still carried over somehow. But the BUI middle, you can actually just like scroll down, delete. Oh, there's a pop-up. Delete this. You can actually delete the altruism data text as well. Altruism time. The map center. So this is the bar down here in the bottom middle. You can adjust this with whatever data you want. So I'm gonna put this in your hands because it actually didn't come over from mine. But you can choose all these different things. You can actually pull up my profile in the WAGO and like check out my screenshot there and mimic it. Like for instance, in the middle, I have, let's see, durability. I have the Dragonflight factions, fragment things, just because I like the look of that, because all the different colors. There's like no reason to show that, I don't think, unless, I don't know, if you're into that. You show item level, how I have it, and then the last one is teleports, I believe. Let's see, where is the teleports one? I think it's at the bottom, actually. Teleports. So, just to show you, and then like over here, map left is going to be this left bar. Map right over here. The map dock center is what I have showing when not in combat, and it's over here on the left hand side over the chat, and I use the custom MMedia tag by Blinky dock icons. So I don't know if you've seen like the Cookie Monster the Cookie Monster icon that I have, like over here on the left. Now you have a little collections menu bar with the Cookie Monster. And to have like all these specialized icons up here, you scroll down and find these that say dock in green, and you can pick and choose which ones you want. Like you can put the collections, the shop, you can put your bags, quest log, you name it. So recommend checking this out. If you don't want any of these data panels, you just disable them. Like even if you don't want this bottom bar, just come in and disable it. The combat time is disabled right now. Currency, all these other docks, you can come in and just delete these if you don't want them. Apologies that they've been pulled over, but right now, since this isn't in the installer and we're doing like the profile WAGO approach, it's just just how it goes. So the next thing is details. Let's get details set up. So on the WAGO, the bottom, a details profile. A few clicks, open up details options, go to profiles, import, hit OK, name it whatever you want. Details now down here on the bottom right with gradient names, really nice gradient bars, text. If you want to adjust this, and if you're not familiar with details, like you can come into the title bar and change the font, for instance. You can change the size. You can change the menu text. Doesn't look like I actually did that. You can change the bar text as well. If you don't like the font, you can change the size. The general bar settings, you can change the appearance of the bars. So if you don't like the 7 pixel, you have all of these to choose from. Because it comes with altruism, it comes with details, it comes with ElvUI, and media tag has tons of options for you. And then also in altruism, you come into skins, add-ons, details. If you don't want the gradient name, you can just disable it here. And if you don't want altruism to skin details, you can disable it here. He has some other options where you can actually replace the texture and have his texture applied. It looks very similar to this. It's just a gradient bar. You can embed it. You can hide it out of combat if it is embedded. A lot of options. And other things to show while I'm in here in skins. You may have noticed on the bars, on the unit frames, and then also on the ElvUI bar here, and on the background of my action bars, there's this skin. This is located in altruism, skins, add-ons, ElvUI, and add texture to ElvUI backgrounds, buttons, nameplates, and unit frames. And right now I'm using the Eltrium Tile 1. This is my favorite. I think it looks really good. You can choose. There's tons of different ones to choose from. But you can choose one or just disable it if you like the flat look. While I'm also in here, some of the things I changed in altruism that you can change yourself is, these are all custom class colors that I made. So if you come in and go into gradient colors, you can make changes that you want here. On all of the classes, I've made a nice darker, like for instance, darker red, darker purple, orange, whatever the evoker dragon class is. I've made all these on the left a little bit darker, and then everything on the right much lighter, almost to like white. If I were to extend the bar a little bit more, it'd look a lot more white. You can make changes right here. You can even make changes to the power colors. If you want mono to be different and you want the gradient to be different, so many options within altruism, it's absolutely insane. It's awesome. I'll make another video soon on like all the altruism settings and also all the M media tag settings. Next thing to get set up, we'll do this quick too, is the Omni CD. If you open Omni CD, profile sharing, import, and then on the WAGO, a few clicks, decode it, accept, close, you're in. It'll just be this import that you made, import 1 default. I'm on a low level character, but yeah, it won't show like my interrupts or silences, but this will fit perfectly with these unit frames. Will just be over here on the left hand side, and then an interrupt bar in a nice gradient will be right below it. to get bigwigs set up in Altruism skins bigwigs, everything will already be toggled on. So you'll have my settings here. You'll just need to go into bigwigs, and if you go in and create some test bars, it's obviously not going to look right. You have to do a couple things here. First, we'll change the font. Included with JiberishUI is this Poppins Black. This is what I've been using. With JiberishUI, you also will have KMT, Gotham X, and Ultra. This is the all caps font. It's also super popular, and I typically use this across all my profiles. But choose either one of those. You can outline the font if you want. The style we're looking for is going to be Altruism. So right away, you can already see I've already made some changes. In the texture, this is where it's kind of up to you what you want to do here. I use ElvUI Blink for this profile, but M media tag N38 is also really cool. It really makes the colors pop super nice. So I recommend N38 or just use the Eltrium Blink. It's up to you. So now we'll move these anchors. For this main bar, we're going to grow it upwards. Going to bring it over here to the left and adjust the size. Just going to place this over here on the left. If you want, in general, you can toggle off the icon. In my most recent profile I shared, it doesn't have the icon showing, I don't think. So it's super easy. You can just toggle this on or off. So that's where I have the bars set up here. The emphasized bars, we're going to grow upwards as well. Going to put it over this target frame. Let's create some more test bars. Just kind of eyeball this, to be honest. Move the proximity over here. Emphasized messages I typically will put up a little bit. The messages I'll bring right over the uniframes. You'll see there's a ton of bars going up. Let's limit the amount of bars that can actually show, because like you do not want this to overlap. So let's change this. Bars. Got it set to like 4, 5. Yeah, 5. You can adjust it here if you don't want as many. Visible bar length, sorry. So let's do 2. Is what I typically do. And then we can adjust the spacing here a little bit as well. I saw that the messages, the font isn't correct, so again, you just come in, choose the font you want, you can change the outline. Levy would kill me, but I usually don't do an outline on fonts. This profile, you will have outlines. I'll show you really quick how to adjust some of the custom text, but super easy to set up bigwigs, super easy to set up details. We have Omni CD, the profile's there. The other things I wanted to show quick is by doing /altruism color and hitting enter. That didn't work. I don't know why that didn't work. Maybe I typed it wrong. You can come into altruism. If you want to turn this into dark mode, you typically can just do altruism color. Hit enter. Okay, I did misspell it, so my bad. So /altruism color, hit accept, and everything is now in dark mode. So your uniframes will now be in dark mode, but with the nice class gradient names. I'll show the party frames too really quick, just so you can see this. Super easy way to like just change the entire look of this profile. You can also do that by coming into unit frames and toggling right here, dark mode or light mode. Easy to do. Apply light mode. It'll have you reload. And we're off. If you don't like the gradient names with the class color because it's sometimes hard to see, kind of clashes. If you go into unit frames in ElvUI, individual units, custom text, you can disable this M name and turn on the white name. And I've also positioned these in the middle of the frame. So then you can move this up if you want, or keep it centered. And you can just move the health text as well in here, just on the Y. Up to you on how you want to position this. But I wanted to provide an easy way to, you know, toggle between these gradient names, or if you want the white text, it's also there set up for you. You just have to enable it. You do have to go into each target then, or each unit frame, sorry. Go into custom text, you'll disable the gradient name, and you'll turn on the white name. You'll do that for target of target. You'll have to do that for all of the party frames, raid frames. So a little manual, but super easy if you decide to do that. That is it. Quick and dirty installation process to get this set up. Please join the Discord. If you have any questions or concerns or errors that come up, put in a support ticket, hit us up in the general chat. We have an awesome community at the JiberishUI Discord. Shout out to everybody there. Shout out to all the patrons and Twitch subs. I appreciate you guys so much. You're making it more possible for me to spend more time doing this kind of stuff too. So just thankful for everybody. Please like and subscribe. YouTube, we are growing this channel. I'm trying to push videos out almost every day. Sometimes we have a couple videos every day. And I'm going to continue to make new, awe-inspiring UIs for all of you. All thanks to Eltrium, Blinky with the M media tags, Trenchy, the ElvUI community, you know, everyone out there, like everyone's so inspiring. All these profiles have been inspired by someone or another installer like Bennick or Miraculous, Wonder UI. I mean, this is a direct inspiration from Wonder and from several other people, but appreciate everyone. Super excited to grow this community and to keep sharing UI, so please share yours. See you on the next one.